Okay, so it's 2026. We've got photorealistic open-world games, NPCs powered by AI that somehow have more personality than half the people I know. Yet, here I am, controller in hand, firing up Jennifer Capriati Tennis on the Sega Genesis. And you know what? I'm not even a little bit sorry. But before we get into it, let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually thought about a tennis video game? Like seriously, sat down and thought, yeah, I want to play some tennis today. If you answered never, you're probably in the majority. Tennis has always been that one sport that sounds exciting when you watch it live, but the moment it hits a video game, it's like a suspicious vegetable. You know it's good, but you're not excited about it. This is Jennifer Capriati Tennis. Let's talk about it. So first, who even is Jennifer Capriati? In 1992, she was one of the top-ranked women's tennis players on the WTA Tour. She was young, she was talented, and she had her name slapped on a Sega Genesis game, developed by a Japanese studio called System Sacom, and published in North America by Renovation Products. And here's something funny. If you picked this up in Europe or Japan, it wasn't even called Jennifer Capriati Tennis. Over there, it was Grand Slam the Tennis Tournament. Same exact game, different box art. That's peak 90s sports licensing. Get a famous name for the cover, change nothing else, call it a day. Here's the real kicker. This was the very first tennis game for Genesis in the US. If you wanted tennis on that system, this was your only ticket. And somehow, they nailed it. But get past that and the overall presentation is actually clean. The menus are clear, the UI is readable, and then, and this is the part that still surprises me, a voice announces the score out loud. Clear, crisp, no mumbling, and no guessing. It calls out everything that happens on the court. For a Genesis game in 1992, those voice samples are genuinely impressive. The score is displayed before every serve too, and when you pause the game, it actually gives you a real-time breakdown. Your serve percentage, aces, double faults, games, sets, that's more stat tracking than some games give you today. When we look at the players, they won't win any realism awards. They're tiny, and they look more like they wandered out of a manga than the Pro Tour, and have no world-class athlete aura at all. But still, with that game and that weird vibe, it works weirdly in the game's favor. Now, let's talk about the gameplay, because none of the presentation stuff matters if playing this game feels like doing homework. You've got 3 modes: exhibition, training, and circuit. In the last one, you chase trophies at the Sydney, Paris, London, and Florida Open World Tour, even if it's not exactly the real Grand Slam. You can play as Capriati herself, or you can roll with a custom player. And here's a surprise. Customization goes shockingly deep for its time. Gender, race, outfit color, right or left-handed, shot style, handedness, and even distributing stat points across skills like power, backhand, footwork, and net play. It's got legit RPG vibes, way ahead of its time for a tennis game. Controls are sharp and simple. B is your main shot. A does backspin and loft. C lobs the ball. You actually have to mix these up if you want to win. The AI gets tougher as you progress, keeping you on your toes. It's not punishingly hard, but you do have to learn. A single button mashing run won't cut it. Each court surface feels different, which blew my mind. Hard court is the balanced go-to. Grass cranks up the speed and keeps rallies snappy, and clay is all about high bounces and weird movement. You actually have to adjust your game on each, and I dig how much attention they gave it. And look, it's not the deepest game ever made. If you're looking for a challenge, it's on the easy side. But learning the court dynamics, timing your shots, and judging when to creep up to the net actually feels rewarding. For what it is, it works, and I keep coming back for another set. So what's the verdict 3 decades and change later? Jennifer Capriati Tennis isn't on any best of Genesis lists, and nobody's going to stash it in a time capsule. But it's honestly a smart, well-made sports game that's better than it has any right to be. The voice samples still hold up. The court variety still feels meaningful. The character creation still gives you actual agency. And the gameplay loop, singles, doubles, building through a circuit tournament, is genuinely satisfying in that pick-up-and-play 90s kind of way. A password system lets you save your progress, so you're not locked into marathon sessions either. Are there better tennis games? Absolutely. Virtua Tennis took things to a new level years later. But back in '92, on a Genesis, this was it, and it was flat out good. Is it a must-own? If you're a Genesis collector or a retro sports fan, yeah, it deserves a spot. It's not expensive, it's not rare, and it will not disappoint you. Just don't expect your friends to get excited when you pull it out at game night. If you dug this one, let me know in the comments what retro Genesis gems you want me to cover next. There are so many games buried in that library that deserve a second look from 2026, and I'm here for all of them. Drop a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Advantage cover. Dude. Advantage cover. Out. Hitting love.